But I
Could you
just
say?
came
You've never
back.
done that one?
Could you say that? Could you go through those again? We're doing our
No,
vocal warm-ups.
no,
Come on.
I'm not doing. I'm not a performing monkey.
Oh,
You don't do your vocal warm-ups before every session?
yeah,
Not
the
not for
compulsory, perfunctory comportment of Beelzebub.
Wow.
not for public entertainment. No.
What
Yeah,
was just for your own?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm here to entertain you, Bill.
the public has to. There's a subscription fee, is what I'm saying.
I mean, fair. How much you think people would pay to watch you do your vocal warm-ups?
Not
Remarkable candy cane mellifluence.
not much.
Is that a real one? Oh shit, I didn't edit the stream info. God damn it.
Don't do that.
So everyone thinks we're playing your students' games.
Edit nothing. It's stream of consciousness. This is
How was the
improv. Say yes
how
to
was
everything.
how was the one that you played last night? Or did you play? How many did you play last night?
You're talking to me.
Oh no, I was talking to. Hey, there's some people are in the general voice chat. What's going on there?
That's our featured artist.
You got
Hold
two of
on.
them, or is it just is General with a cowboy hat?
Yeah, no, that's an emoji. Are you at the stage of life where you're confusing emojis for people?
I listen. I've been spending a little bit of time on the looking for group Reddit, trying to find
Uh-oh.
people playing other games, and every time I message someone, I'm like, I don't really know how Discord works because I'm an old man, but you could email me.
Speaking
Uh-huh.
of that, my mother-in-law we got a new television when she moved into her new house. My son was there, and they were watching the new uh, live action Lion King, the CGI one. And
Mufasa.
she thought it was no, like the one they made several years ago.
I mean,
She
Mufasa's in it.
she thought it was the original cartoon, but the TV was so improved that it looked way more real.
That's good.
And
I
we
like
had
that a lot.
we had a good laugh at that one.
Wait.
Good old Nana.
Wait, so
She's
so
like,
she
man, these new TVs are something else. Like,
she
Nana,
thought she
it's a different movie.
that cartoons were just bad definition.
I don't know.
That's
She hadn't
really good.
seen it. She probably hadn't seen it in 20 years, to be fair, and she doesn't remember it. But
I'm
it
kind of
was
looking forward to the age when I can just pretend to have those interpretations of things and watch people take me seriously. Because
very funny.
I don't know any of the characters in this story, but I feel like you got taken for a ride there.
I don't know.
Sometime.
My mother-in-law has been in some situations that are just laugh out loud funny, not because of anything she did.
Or the Lion King.
Yeah, I mean it's not her fault, but it was funny.
I like that I'm getting to the point where my hair's getting long enough that I can put on the hat and the hair sticks out and it's like got that like emo, like the hair is still has a personality.
Wow. Look at you.
Look at
Okay. What is going on?
what do you mean?
What's going on with you?
That's,
Yeah,
the
we're just
featured
hanging out.
artist, Wavelengths. This is Wavelengths' piece of art right here. And I keep
Yeah.
dragging Wavelengths into channel, and Wavelengths keeps leaving. Do you not want to be featured? You're in chat. You're waiting in channel. All right.
Wavelengths is a person after my own heart there.
Does Wavelengths going into general to do their vocal warm-ups
Maybe.
in preparation? Oh, well, if it isn't my old nemesis Wavelengths.
Okay, you're muted, Wavelengths. That's part of the problem.
No mic.
Am I in now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boo.
That's inappropriate. I scare easily.
Okay. If it isn't my old nemesis, Wavelengths. All right. So let's look at this for a second, and we're gonna talk about it for a second, and then we'll ask you questions. So first of all, this is a beautiful piece of art. Although you need to push to talk on because I can hear myself echoing.
Wow. This is like a 9-second delay.
Yeah, Wavelengths. Can you? There you go. There it is. Okay. All right. So, first of all, this is obvious space person, right?
Is that
And
their name?
I mean, obvious space person isn't a terrible name for a science fiction protagonist. I'm just going to throw that out there to begin with.
How do you know they're a person?
I don't know. They look like a person from behind. I've seen a lot of people before, and
You'd
that's
know
what they
you'd
look
know
like.
better than I would.
Right. So, what does this say, you think?
It says caution.
It does? Okay.
Yes.
No, you're right. You're right. Caution. Yeah. Okay.
Someone
That's good.
finally got it.
I thought it said lotion.
You would oh, you wouldn't believe what someone said in class. This was
Motion?
one of
Oh.
my final pieces. Someone thought it said ovulation, and I
Oh,
wanted to delete it.
Yeah, that
It's
gives the
literally
whole
a
thing a little bit of a
yellow
different vibe.
stripe.
you'd have to really crunch those first three. You ever like run out of room and you have to like turn the letters down?
I didn't
That's what
spend
you would
20 hours on this piece for someone to mess it up.
No, it's great. It's great. I love.
Thank
Listen,
you.
what I don't. Here's one thing I don't understand. I love all of this. I love the background. I love the light. I love the tire tracks. I love the sign. Is their hand in their pocket? Do
It's
spacesuits
just
have
in front.
pockets?
The color
hand
kind
on a
of
holster,
throws
maybe?
off.
Or are they holding their, front
No, it's
parts?
just they're just walking. They're just walking. It's in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the angle in the arm swing.
It was a
Bill, you're
funny
making
angle.
you're
And
making
it's
it
part of it's the values.
Shouldn't walk with your hands in your pockets. If you fall, there's nothing.
like the moral values.
Yeah, what are this picture's
The
values?
values are black, like from when it's the range between white and black.
Okay.
So it's so
Okay.
dark, it's hard to tell.
What I'm drawn to in this picture, which is fantastic, by the way, this is awesome, and I'm jealous. What I'm drawn to is that there is an existing caution sign and tire tracks. So first off, tire tracks means that someone's been here before this space person walker, obvious spaceman. But the caution sign gives it this like Western, like this planet moon thing had time to have like a boom and then a bust because it's got like a Western, you know,
Yeah.
like a Western kind of vibe to it. So that now we're past the boom and we're in the bust times. So the space person, obvious space person, is walking through the bust times. So questions are, what were the boom times like? What caused the boom times? And what brought this lone gunman to this?
That looks
Or
like
is
some
he
sort
some-
of outpost down the road, right?
Yeah.
That's
So there's an
that thing right
outpost
there?
down the road. Yeah.
That's an outpost.
Yeah, I like that. I
This
didn't catch that on first viewing.
Is this like one of Saturn's moons, or is this just a different planet altogether?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I don't know which one. I did a bunch of colored studies, so there are different versions of it with different colors.
You could have told me
One of
whatever
them's
one, 'cause
blue.
I don't even know their names. So
This is
Yeah.
Harold. Harold, Saturn's moon.
It's
With-
obviously
after-
got to be Io.
It's
Or
obvious
Europa.
obvious space
No,
person
Europa's
here.
Neptune.
Look, I really like the light on the helmet and the shoulder pads.
Thank you.
And I also like that they're looking kind of this way a little bit. Like there's something that we can't see, but that this person can.
hmm
And then like looks like an entrance and this looks like an air vent of some sort, but it gives me a cool idea about what could be here. I'm enjoying that whole process.
I'm glad. Next time I have an art piece for a class, I'll post it in the Discord so I can get some feedback before I turn it in.
Can you
good.
talk
It's
about
great
your
feedback.
process a little bit?
Yeah.
Mm.
So the way that I went about this is I start out with something called a thumbnail, which is like a really loose sketch with like where you block in colors and things like that. So where you start with white, gray, and black, put the shapes in there, and then you build up from there with a sketch, and then you paint over it. And then once you're done with the black and white painting, you go in with something called a color overlay, which is a blending mode in Photoshop. And by doing that, you can add whatever color you want to it. So like I added orange and yellow and things like that. But coloring comes last, actually.
So you mentioned a photography shop, so you're not using like ink and paper. What kind of hardware do you use?
I use Adobe Photoshop.
Never heard of it.
Just on a computer, or do you use a tablet
computer.
attachment?
Yeah, I use a tablet attachment, but I can also work with a mouse.
Great.
I'm still interested in the mythology of the Western that there used to be a boomtown here. Is there a mythology to this in your your
No.
construction of it?
Not yet.
Well,
There can be.
can we make one?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. We're gonna do that. Also, please call this person Obvious Space Person, which is my favorite name for protagonist. I want Douglas Adams to recognize that right now.
Don't do that.
I love astronauts. That's the only reason I made this.
Mm,
Astronauts are cool.
Was
Is that also a
ahead.
sticker on the sign there? Like, so it's not just that there's a caution sign. Is
That
that
is.
also somebody put a sticker on it for like a local
That's
band?
That's a my name is tag with a little graffiti on it.
It's
Nice.
fantastic. That's a good
Do you
touch.
find that you go? What are your reservoirs for inspiration? Like, what are the kinds of things that you gravitate toward for inspiration?
Destiny 2.
Very
With
good.
all regrets possible, Destiny 2.
They're running out of that, right? Isn't it? They're reaching the end of the second one at this point.
The end of Regret?
No, the second Destiny.
I don't know what they have planned, but they have endless amounts of concept art that I can rip from.
There you go.
Very good. Well, Wavelengths, is there anything else you want to say? Do you want to post places where you can find your art in chat if you haven't before?
My art station should be in the Discord.
I'll post it in the Twitch streams, okay, and the YouTubers will see it.
All right, let's see here.
That's what you want, is the YouTubers to see it.
Yes.
Can we call people who are watching YouTubers from now on?
I suppose.
Thanks. I like it. It's very convenient for me.
Crud. Is this gonna work? Come on, Google. Don't fail me now. There it is.
I don't see it.
Hang on. I had to get the link first.
All right, there it is. Very good.
Okay,
Wavelengths. Thank you very much for answering our questions, for interacting with us, and for putting your art up here. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good game, guys. I gotta
Thank
go
you.
do
Best.
dishes.
All right, we'll see you later. Stop in chat.
Have
Say
a good
hi.
night. I will. Bye-bye now.
Very good. All right. Now, who wants to do a recap from last week?
Well, the good news is that whoever took notes reached a hilarious new low for level of detail and general flow from event to event. The guy was working for a servant of Armoros and had planned on acid assassinating. Acid assassinating. Vinith.
Assassinating?
Acid assassinating Vinith. Vinith is going to help us and give us the ring. He's going to come with us when we go to bring the ring to the altar. And then Dirk talked to us about the book he found. We realized it was a Wordle book. We spent a long time processing the Wordle. Who's really good at solving book puzzles is Zerwin. He had a whole a sheet that he spread out and overlaid information on some kind of bracket that
he really
we could all
excelled
look at together.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's getting punishing
that's
around
the danger
here.
awesome point right there already.
What? God. My sibling would like that one, though.
Someone put it in the notes. Okay, so after we opened the book, we saw that it was a journal written in Sylvan. It describes what happens when the two stones are set into the altar. A massive shockwave of Fey magic will split the planes apart, but they're killing everything. but there is a safe house built by Scorius, which would protect people. We have to find paving stones in a large structure marked with 3 wavy lines, Dirk's claw lines.
Cool.
And that will mark the safe house, and then hopefully we can get everybody to the safe house and then use the altar. There's also unanswered questions about whether or not whoever activates the altar will perish. So we went underground. Some might call them sewers, but those people would be wrong. We went underground and we started to look through the area where we have a map for. I think Vinith put together the map for us, and we started to just wander around in this kind of labyrinthine area of the underground.
You
And
really
we
didn't. You really just made a beeline for the one room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pronounced one ring. Yeah.
Speaking
And
of which, Serwin, can you bring up Owlbear Rodeo for us?
so we went into this
I
one.
wasn't sharing it already. Huh?
I think you were.
You went into the room that was trapped and locked.
Yep. And then we also hilariously left Owen out in the hallway to wait for Irtha, but we're gonna retcon that. Don't worry, everyone. And the door locked behind us, and there is some creepy, shadowy thing in the corner who wants to leave, and we're gonna have to be the assholes who tell it that it's not allowed to leave. And we'll see what happens then. End of recap. Thanks. Buckle up, everyone. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Here is the thing.
It's the thing, like from the
Like
thing.
Ben Grimm?
I'll wait till you're done. You guys done? Take a minute. Get it
I
out.
didn't know if you were narrating the game.
Oh man, look at that thing.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. All right. There's a
You-
stream in which I can see a picture of the thing.
Here's
That's
the
about.
here's the thing that you see, as well as you can see. And I want to point out that I understand that many of you have various forms of dark vision, night vision, whatever. You can see in the dark. The shadow that surrounds this thing is not penetrable by your special vision. All you see is this. You do see like little eye things, but there's also shadows in the room that you cannot see into or through, which is weird because the whole room is dark, right? You're all seeing with either magic goggles or your special racial abilities. But wherever this thing is, and also some other stuff that maybe is connected to this thing somehow, you cannot see into it. I believe we left off with all y'all having a conversation with this thing. Correct?
Yeah.
Very good. We'll pick up there. So, who are you? How did you get here?
We're the spicy oranges. I'm pretty sure you saw the door we came in. So that's how we got here.
Yeah, but this whole place is, you know what? Doesn't matter. What are you doing here?
We're just looking around. What are you
Just
doing here?
same thing. Just looking around. I got stuck. Thank you so much for opening the door. It was really kind of you. I've been here for far too long, and I'm gonna leave now. So,
I don't
unless
know
there's
if-
anything else,
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do when you leave?
just poke around. What are you gonna do when you leave? Just poke around, right? We're doing the same thing.
Do you Do you work in service of anyone? Like, who's your master? Who do you work for?
Who's your master?
Speaker Shola.
Peter Shola.
No, I have no master. No one controls me.
What's your name?
What's your name, purple-haired dwarf?
Close enough.
Yeah, you got it. Actually, that's what we call him.
Mm.
Well, then you can call me Shadow Thing.
Here, I'll tell you. My
Wait,
name's
why?
Ezra.
Wow. His name's Ezra.
What were you poking around for when you got trapped in here?
Treasure. Adventure.
Who trapped you in here?
I like this guy.
What? That door? Who trapped
Ezra.
you in here?
I think you.
Yeah. Getting the feeling that it was you.
Me.
Is Janna's necklace, is Zerwin's necklace that is upon Janna, is it glowing?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
It is. I remembered to ask last time. I remembered that I have it.
The I have the impression that you are fiendish in nature.
I
We've had
did spend a lot of time in hell. Yeah.
Oh, so you know Amoros.
which one of them?
I don't know Amoros.
Which hell?
Well, not all of them, but well, all of them, yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
The cold one.
Oh, okay. I don't know too much about that one. I know a little bit about Avernus, a little bit about Dis. I'm partial to Dis. Anyway.
You're a strange man, Ezra. You see that the shadows have all been moving, by the way, around the room as you guys are talking.
Do they?
Like they're like moving into position to surround us, or they're just like waving.
They're like, good question. I really hate to say this because of the things that it evokes, but they're sort of tentacly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
No, that's good.
yeah. And he has drifted from the corner sort of to the side more. And the shadow tendrils, they're tendrily.
I was gonna say you meant tendril, didn't you?
More
Yes. Thank you.
plant-like. Okay.
Yeah. The tendrils of shadow have been kind of like, doing that like a plant searching for water.
So you happen to be a devil of some kind.
No. No.
Oh, a demon then.
No. I was well, I was there before the devils were there.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't always a hell. Not like you think about it anyway.
I mean, you're jumping to conclusions that you know the way that I think about these things.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You just described your perfect levels of hell, right? Your favorite and least favorite.
I
Well,
said
those
I'm
weren't.
partial.
Excuse me, you're correct. You described the way that you thought one of them was better than another, which does describe the way that you think about them.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that's anyway. We're getting into like some real
Yeah.
philosophical, metaphysical stuff here. So we,
Have the
we're
minutes. I actually got your back, Ezra.
we tend not are the experiences we've had with fiends have skewed toward the negative. And what I'll say is that I think all of us need to convince each other that it's okay for any of us to walk out of here and nothing bad will happen if we do. Because I don't think I don't think you'll let us leave.
No,
And I don't
you
think
can.
we'll let you leave.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving, and I don't give a fuck what you do. Stay or go matters not to me. But I'm out.
Wait, why?
I mean,
why couldn't you leave?
The door was locked and trapped.
You're made of
Didn't it
snow.
close behind us?
What's that? It did not close behind you.
Oh, it's open.
I thought you said it closed behind us too.
Oh, sorry. It didn't lock behind you.
Oh. I'm gonna cast
mean-
detect thoughts.
Can I ask you a question there, Shadow Guy?
Sure.
What's gonna happen if we try to stop you?
Why would you do that?
Oh, why would I do that?
Don't answer my question with a question, please.
Why not?
Because it's rude.
Oh, right. Sorry. Formalities. What was the question again?
What'll happen if we try to stop you from leaving?
I don't know. That's the honest truth. Nothing good, I suppose.
Where's my goddamn?
He
Do I
has
have to-
now, just FYI, he is now here. Wait, can you see this?
I see that.
Where is he? Do that again. I wasn't on the thing.
I'm trying to switch streams. Yes, it looks like that's showing up on the stream also.
He's all the way there, close to the door.
I start moving towards the door.
Okay, everybody can roll initiative.
It's in front of the door. I was gonna cast attack thoughts, but okay.
That's good. 5. It was almost a natural 20, and instead it was a 2.
Hold on, I gotta do a whole thing.
Oh boy, I rolled
You're
a
muted.
1, so a 3.
It's not the worst thing to roll a 1 on initiative.
Yeah.
What'd you roll,
There you
Janet?
I got a 17.
9.
A 9,
What-
Aaron?
What did you get, Dirk?
A 17.
17.
Gelidus?
Okay.
11.
Okay.
And Ezra.
I'm
Dirk,
writing it.
Dirk, you're going
01.
first. It looks like this thing's gonna go for the door.
I did
Yeah.
not get an 11. I got a 5.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
I'm gonna cast Wind Wall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to create a wall to push the shadow back.
First thing
Let's
is
see
to
how-
roll a d20, just a straight d20.
Straight to 20. That's a 16.
Spell goes off, and you do not lose a spell slot.
Heck yeah. All right. While a strong wind rises from the ground at a point I choose, I can make it up to 50 feet long. So what I'm trying to do is essentially create like a triangular space between us and the door and the shadow. I'm trying to trap it in the corner, right?
Uh,
Look on the Alba
Right.
Rodeo.
I'm
See-
guessing
I'm
it's
looking
like
at that
this.
rodeo. Yeah,
Like that?
exactly. I'm trying to go from the east wall to the south wall, looking at this as it is.
Diagonally, creating a right triangle.
Exactly. So it's the hypotenuse. I'm creating a hypotenudal wind wall.
You watch your
Good use
mouth.
of hypotenudal.
Yeah.
I want that kind of pasta.
hmm Anyways, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yes. The spell goes off. What level
You guys
spell is
think
that?
That is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
You guys think wind will hold a shadow back?
I don't know. I don't know what's casting the shadow.
Probably not the wind, I guess.
What?
My D&D Beyond just froze.
Well, it wasn't a wall of ice.
mean, it's got to have some kind of material component to it, because it can't get through a door.
He is going to counter magic it, which he does. And then he is going to advance to the door.
Okay, good information. The
And-
wind thing works.
And open it. Okay. Owen, welcome back.
Hi, sorry.
No, you're good. If you have Owlbear Rodeo, you can open it up and see where we are. But essentially what happened was, you have perfect timing, actually. You were, the party was like, hey, we're just going to go look down here real quick. Will you wait in the hallway to see if Eartha pops by?
Okay.
Which you agreed to because you weren't here. But
Right.
you just heard a door slam and the sound of like really strong wind, and some surprised sounds. So I don't want to say what you would do, but you can see that it's coming from the direction your friends went in.
I go. Where in Owlbear are we?
Northeast.
Is it the
from...
black and white grid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all so you'll see you're just outside the grid on the south side.
Okay.
That's
So
that's a
what did I
passageway
hear
that's
again?
running.
You heard a door slam and like a howling wind and maybe some surprise noises.
Are these all 5-foot squares or are they 10-foot squares?
Those are the big ones are 10-foot squares, the little ones are 5-foot squares.
Okay. I'm gonna hold off until I hear the sounds of battle.
Okay.
But I'll wait.
Roll me an initiative when you get a chance, Owen.
Yep.
Okay, who's next? Gelidus, I think, right? Or Janna?
Galladus.
Gelidus.
Wow, I go next to 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rolled poorly.
So the door is still open. It did not close the door behind it.
It ran out of basically actions. He's going to close the door. You can see his hand on it.
Okay. And how big these squares again? Did you say they were 10?
The little ones are 5 feet. The big ones are 10.
Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm gonna dash and wedge myself in the door, so he can't close it.
Okay. He's actually not all the way through the door either. So you're basically just gonna go up and wedge yourself in there with him.
Yep. Oh, hold the door.
Okay. Actually, Gelidus. Oh, Gelidus turned into Hodor there. I saw what you did. Well done. Gelidus, when you make contact with this thing, it is cold. It is very, very cold. You're going to suffer cold damage, like a burn. It's only 2 damage. You got some frostbite on your exposed skin.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. I think that's all I've got too. So.
Owen, what did you roll?
I got a nat 20, so I've got a 22 initiative.
Yeah. So you're just holding action to hear something. I'm not sure if Gelidus, you make any sound when you get burned or not. Up to you. Who's next? Is it Janna?
I'm in full plate armor that I just ran and threw myself at a door.
Oh yeah, that makes
Clatter, clatter, clatter.
yeah. There's a little
Okay.
echoing clatter.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get there in one round, so I'll move to about there. I'll do an action and dash.
All right, when you come around the corner, you see the same thing. You see that thing, and it looks like maybe Gelidus is wrestling with it, or dancing, or you're not sure.
Dancing.
They're
Okay,
not.
Can I shout? Can you
Definitely
hear me
dancing.
if I shout?
Absolutely.
Are we fighting or dancing with it?
Both.
I'm confused.
So am I.
Okay, who's next?
It's me. I don't. If I shoot it, how likely am I to hit Gelidus?
Pretty likely.
Because they're like both in a door.
Yeah.
Well,
Just do it.
You mean you have less than 50% chance of hitting Gelidus, and also Gelidus is wearing a lot of plate, so I think you should do it personally.
Yeah, he can take it. That's what
Go
he
for the
always says.
eyes.
Yep, I can take it.
Go for the
I
eyes.
got my
boo.
For the
paladin
eyes.
healer bot behind us now.
You're saying that in that sarcastic tone of voice. I'm gonna strike with a dagger.
Can you make it there? I don't think you can make it there.
Okay, then I will move
I mean,
close.
you can get there, but you won't be able to get there and act. It's going to take your full action to get there, right?
no.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Cunning
25.
action dash.
Ooh.
But you can use
Oh, yeah,
cunning
you
Rogues
can
have
use
like
bonus
so many
action
tricks. They're so
dash.
mobile.
They're right. I'm wrong. You could totally do that.
Okay, so I can dash and then strike.
So you get to
Yeah.
move, use your cunning action instead of your bonus action for dash,
Mhm.
and then that gives you your extra movement. Then you can attack.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a 10th level rogue. There's so much shit you can do.
And you do have advantage, or you don't have advantage, but you do get to
That's
use your sneak
sneak
attack if you hit because Gelidus is right there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So move your character to where you want it to be. I'm going to have to zoom in here and do this correctly here.
I got it. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Thanks, Ashley.
25, 30. And for dramatic effect here, stabby, 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 stabby.
I rolled 28 to hit.
That's good enough
Good.
to do it.
Okay, so now I can roll sneak attack.
Look at her face light up. She's so happy.
I
So
am.
close to a critical hit too. Rolled a 19.
Wait, okay, so that was the damage, and then let me roll the sneak attack.
Looks like a 28.
Sorry, math. 28.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah. All right. It's going to.
Don't tell me this is going to be another like God's servant.
God Serta?
No, like remember when we killed those handmaids because they were in the gardeners.
Yeah, that's I really did
That-
try to kind of talk our way out of this one, but you know.
That
Good.
doesn't sound like us.
Okay. There
I was
is
gonna say my bed is a God Serta.
there is a hiss, like like a steaming hiss almost when you stab it. It doesn't come like from the thing's mouth. It comes like from the air, and then it launches itself across the room. When it does so, as soon as it crosses that boundary, that doorway, as soon as it crosses completely over, there is an earthquake. A rumbling starts. Technically, you're still in combat, so I'm going to let Dirk, Ezra, and Zerwin act now.
I'm sorry, why did it move? It just got to act twice?
Probably has a legendary action.
This thing has legendary actions.
Yeah, really big baddies, they can take extra actions after one of us acts. The dragon, Smog did that.
Isn't it Smaug?
You're right. Thank you for the correction. And just like it's Gandalf, not Gandalf.
I think it's G-Dog.
Yeah.
So who's up?
I don't know who was next. Dirk,
Oh,
Zerwin, or
sorry. I
Ezra?
think.
I'm last.
Oh, so it's Dirk, then
It-
Ezra. Right?
No, Dirk went first.
No,
It's me. Ezra is going to. How far away did the beastie go
You can see where it is.
from where I am right now?
Well, you can, I mean, okay, how far is it? I'll do the math for you. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55 feet.
So it moved all the way closer to Owen.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Ezra is going to attempt to cast a spell. So he'll roll a d20.
You have no line of sight to him right now, by the way.
I mean, well, I was gonna move. That's
Go
why when I look at Owlbear Rodeo, it looks like. I mean, if I move 10 feet here, then can I see him?
You'd have to move, like he purposely ducked around the corner.
I mean, why didn't you? Oh, okay, yeah. Now you moved it. All right, so I was
What?
there.
Wow.
5.
Wow.
That thing, I moved
10.
that thing
That was
originally.
It
That was
was.
an extra move.
I just saw it right here up until about 15 seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm not messing with you.
There might have been a
15,
Oh, that's weird.
20. Do I now have line of sight?
Yes, the problem is that, well, the problem is that there's a Janna and a Gelidus in the door, so you can't physically move through them like that.
It's a halfling thing. You can move
Oh.
through
It's true.
you can move through the space of any creature larger than you.
Then yeah.
Roll.
Then yeah, go ahead.
So I can move through
that-
Janna. I guess Gelidus is probably my size, but I can move through Janna. Ezra's gonna attempt
Ezra
to
like
cast a spell.
runs and dives and slides through your legs, passing through the doorway, coming out the other side, and
And I rolled a 6, so I'm gonna spend the danger awesome points to try again to give myself advantage. It's worse. Okay. I lose the spell slot, and whereas before I would have got to keep the spell slot.
I can't help you. Only have 5 daps. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't want anyone's help. Ezra drops his quarterstaff and then steps on it in a way where it jumps up and slams in the face as if it was a rake. And then he decides to sit down and lick his wounds. Pass turn.
What are you doing?
Zerwin?
I mean, I run to the door and can't fucking do anything.
So, Zerwin, you have enough strength that you could probably bowl over either Gelidus or Janna, and enough momentum. That would be
You could take
rude.
You can take a jump action.
You could. I don't know. Can you?
Sure.
I'm not sure
I
you
can
could
jump
jump over Janna. You could probably jump over Gelidus.
Right, but like the thing is, Janna could duck.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
If you yelled like "get out of the way" or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or
but then what
butter, which is probably his
all
battle.
over me.
Butter
Right.
is correct.
I
Right,
dodge.
it's gonna take an entire turn to get to them essentially, and then my action would be to jump over them, which I don't even think. And I can't jump that much further, right?
I'm just saying you could clear the doorway and be in the next room.
And throw a javelin.
I can't if I
No.
use jump action.
Yeah.
Thought that was a bonus action.
Is it?
Listen, if you had cool powers like Dirk, you could just walk through everything.
It's true.
I'm trying to think. So I have fast.
That's also
movement.
true.
So how does movement work? So I take my walking speed, like the 35 feet. How fast I can walk in one turn?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you dash.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
wanted to go farther, you could dash.
No, I
and
have
double it.
have an additional 10 feet because I have a feature called fast movement.
So you can move
That's what
40
gets
feet.
you to
So
35.
I can move 45 feet.
45 or 40?
45.
Gives you
Do
10
how
feet extra?
Yes.
are you sure it's not built in because to your making it 35? Because I would think a dwarf would have 25.
So, Zerwin, why don't you just, you're gonna run, right? That's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to get into combat with the big guy.
Sure would like to.
So declare dash action, right? To move to. Oh yeah, you won't be able to swing if you dash, but you can do an acrobatics check as part of your move action to get past us.
So and in narrative, you can say that you butter yourself up and slide through the armor.
Please say that.
Yeah, but then what do I do? I still don't think I can.
I mean, you give yourself the chance to do an attack of opportunity if it moves
25,
again.
30, 35, 40. So if I can move 45 feet in theory, I can't. I'm not going to be able to get close to it. Though.
No, it
No,
says your
but
base.
if you dash, you'd be able to get there. You just wouldn't be able to attack unless you have a bonus action.
It says dwarf's base speed is 25 feet, so you're probably moving 35 feet with that ability.
Okay. Gotcha. So then, if I dashed, 35 essentially gets me to the door, right?
It would get you just through the door.
30, 35. And dash would double that.
I don't remember off the top of my head what it.
Yes, you double your
Yes,
speed.
it doubles it.
But you can't because you have to use an action to get around your friends.
All right, I'm just gonna walk to the fucking door and end my turn. I'm already tired of talking about
Okay, place yourself where you'd like to be.
it. Right here.
Okay. So you don't want to jump or glide or slip through?
Sure. I'll do an acrobatics check and try to get through.
Give me a nat 1!
Nat 1.
Yes! Yes! Okay, so here's what happens. Zerwin, at a pretty good clip, comes at the door and he's like, move! Right? Because he wants to get through and he wants to fight. He's got his axe out. And Jana and Galladus, you're like, oh shit, here comes the big guy. And you kind of like, move like kind of back out of the way. And like half a stick of butter falls out of his pocket as he's like moving, and his foot hits it and he slips. And his momentum crashes into both of you, takes you both off your feet, and all three of you go shooting out into the other room. However, all three of you are prone. So
Teamwork.
also, Jana, you bang into Ezra's back as he's sitting on the ground. So the entire party, except for Owen and Dirk, are now prone. Okay. this is the
This is
best
awesome,
combat
guys.
we've ever
Yeah.
had, by the way, by a long shot.
Oh my God. we
Okay.
really
In between
gotta work on
rounds,
strategy.
Dirk, it's going to be your turn. In between rounds, the earthquake intensifies. Keep in mind, there are only seconds passing, right? Because we're at combat speed, but now everything is starting to shake.
Okay. So it's my turn now.
Go, Dirk. Oh no, sorry, no. Owen rolled a nat 20. It is his turn. That is
Sorry.
her turn.
I'll attack this thing.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. 1 second. Do I hit on a 27?
You do.
It takes 9. Bill, is smiting procking the nightmare?
No.
Okay.
We'll say smite is not.
So it takes 9 slashing, 8 radiant. And then my second attack. Do I hit on a 24?
You do.
Takes 15 slashing.
Ooh. You guys are beating it up.
And 6 radiant.
Okay. There is another hiss, and this time, this thing like kind of makes a noise, as you smite it. But that also gets a legendary action.
Is it moving through my? I attack it a third time if it's moving through my.
Yeah.
Because it's not disengaging, right?
Nope, it's just a legendary action that allows it to. Well, let me read this. It's an escape action. Well, why don't you roll it just in case?
Well, no. If it gets a disengage.
Yeah, it does.
Then I don't get to hit it.
Yeah, it seems like that's what this is saying.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't. Hold on. Let me just.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
No, it's a free disengage. It's a free
Yeah,
disengage.
that's fine.
Okay, it disappears around the corner. Honestly, that can bring us out of combat.
Really? Does it have the ability to hide?
So, the only person who could potentially see where it is right now is you, Owen, and you used your actions. Whatever. Go ahead, Dirk. What are you gonna do?
So, is it absurd for me to have an understanding that it's heading towards the big upper right quadrant rectangle?
Yeah, you can't see what's going on. You have no idea. You did see Zerwin bowl over all your friends, and they're all on the ground now.
I'm saying I can only see what's on the Discord screen. Is this a single pathway? Oh, okay, so it goes down there.
You don't know that's where it is though.
You
Right, but
couldn't
if
see
we
it after it
came-
went in the other room.
I'm saying if we came from that direction, it's the only direction available. But if there are multiple directions available, then okay. Then I'm gonna run into my group of friends and just say, "What are you all doing prone?" And then
Ask Zerwin.
I think that butter's expired.
I hit myself in the face with my quarterstaff. It hurts so
Well,
bad.
Yeah, we all
Do you
knew
think
that
it's
was
gonna
gonna happen.
bruise?
Uh-huh.
You guys think
I
we're
have
winning?
a red mark, a vertical red mark down my face. Oh, I might get a black eye.
Did we see where it went?
How am I supposed to see anything?
You know, went
Okay,
through that
My
door.
face.
I'm gonna go try and follow it. I'm not here for the pity party.
Yeah.
Well, are we still
Where
in
did it
initiative?
go?
All right,
No, combat's over.
we will end combat there.
But why?
Well, why would? Because
We
where
gotta
you?
go find it.
Yeah.
Does
So
it have a? Did it have a hide action? Like
because it's out of your range and out of your sight, and you don't know where it went, and you can't catch it. Like it moves much faster than you. So if it wants to run, it can run. If you catch it
Okay.
again, we can reestablish combat.
Okay.
Like you
but
do
we
know there's.
don't- I mean, the thing is, we don't know that. Like, how would I know that it's able to just evade us?
You don't. It makes sense for you to chase after it.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna run around the corner and look for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm running into the big room. If there's anything huge in the big room.
There isn't. In fact, this room is completely empty. It is massive though, but hold on, because while you're running, probably when you get to about there, in case you want to change your mind, the earthquake intensifies to the point that things start crumbling, and you hear some. And you can still go if you want to. I just want to give you this option. You hear out in the tunnel from the direction you came the sounds of like falling rock.
Do I know what direction the tunnel we just came in from is falling rock?
Yes, and you
So
not
we're being buried in here.
possibly nothing's falling on you at the moment, but it's possible that you're being buried in here.
Okay, I'll run back. The way we came in is probably not available anymore.
Huh?
Wait, what?
We're trapped in here unless we find an alternative way out, I think.
Can't go over it, can't go under it, gotta go through it.
Well, why don't we go look and see if there's still a way out?
Owen is correct. By the time you get there, the earthquake has mostly stopped, but in between where you came in and that tunnel that extends beyond this map is collapsed. And it's all the magical stone.
It's the magical stone that collapsed.
Yeah, Yeah, Zerwin, you can make me a perception check. Actually, to be fair, everyone's looking at this. You can either give Zerwin the help action or you can make a perception check on your own. It's going to be more difficult for people who don't work with stone.
Ezra will try to help Zerwin.
Nat
Zerwin, it
20.
looks like the whole thing collapsed.
Hold on, what'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Okay. Zerwin, this was absolutely constructed to collapse like this. Whoever built this put this here in such a way that if something happened, some sort of trigger, this would collapse. And just to remind you about when that earthquake started, because you were all
So
here.
when he passed through the door. Right?
Yes. Also, Owen, because of your combat, because you smote it, when you did radiant damage to it, all the other damage seemed to hurt, but not a ton. But that radiant damage definitely.
Wait, it's immune to magical damage?
No, it hurt. It had resistances to all the damages that it took, except for radiant damage.
Okay.
You said you did radiant damage to it.
Yeah, but my sword's magical too.
Yes, but your sword isn't. I don't think your sword is radiant, right?
No, but if it's immune to magical, or if if it's resistant to magical damage, that's something we should all know, because we all have magical weapons.
Yes.
And
Wait,
spells would do half damage to it as well.
Who's not in? Who's Red Dragon that wants to join this room? Is that you, Dirk? Yes, you can deduce that it has some sort of magic resistance as well.
Okay.
All right, so now we're stuck in here with it, or it's stuck in here with us, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, that was meant to fall down, by the way.
Oh,
Somebody built the entrance to this place with a trap like that on purpose. So whatever trapped that thing in here probably didn't want it to leave. Which means I think
Okay,
we should
let's-
probably try to go kill it.
Yeah, let's go the other way, see if we can find it.
all right. I'll be in the middle.
All right, it's an Ezra sandwich.
Should we put Owen up front
Dirk.
Yep, I'll go
And then-
front.
and then maybe Zerwin so he doesn't bowl through all of us?
I'm just going.
Well, Zerwin should be at my side because we can all fit. 5 foot.
Isn't
Anyways, I'm in the room now.
Gelidus our tank?
Okay, let me just describe this room to you all so you have a second. This room is obviously enormous, and it looks like maybe at one point it was some sort of grand hall. There are arches on the ceiling that are sort of ornately carved. There are pillars on the side walls. You can see that there is a door in front of you to your left. You can see it on the map, and there's an open doorway. It looks like the doors have maybe not rotted, but have been like taken off because there were doors at some point on those open doorways that you can see, but they are either taken off their hinges or completely gone for some reason that you don't know. There is no furniture left in this room, but this room, unlike all the other rooms, is dusty. Very dusty. In fact, there's like a layer of like half-inch dust on the floor. Also, the other thing that you can sort of make out, even though it's quite dark, is that this ceiling in here is probably 60 to 80 feet high, depending on where you look at the ceiling. I think that's it of import in this room.
Is this still all the same stone? Like when we walk through, is it still magical stone? Do I
It's
notice?
all the same stone.
Any wavy lines anywhere?
You don't see any off the top of your head. You could either make an investigation roll or you can systematically search this room for it. The other thing that you notice is that there are no footprints in this room.
Were there footprints leading into the room?
No. The shadow thing did not leave footprints.
All right. There appear to be a lot of doors in this room, folks.
Shall we all split and go different ways?
Yeah. What's the door to this room look like? The one that we came through.
It looks like a normal door. Like it's wood, but it has like these markings on it, like the other door did. Only it wasn't locked and trapped.
Sorry, you said this, but I guess I didn't understand. The ones that don't have the squares, does that mean the doors have been removed?
Yes,
And so there's one door. There's one room that still has a door on it. Then,
that's correct.
well, there's two. Sorry, there's two doors.
Are those doors closed?
They are closed.
Oh, and did you hear any kind of slamming sounds as if it had slammed a door behind it?
Bill, did I hear any slamming sounds?
You did not.
No.
Okay. So it probably went through one of the open doors. Should we jump to that conclusion? Or
Yes.
am I being overly ambitious with my jumping? Oh, Dirk's already in that next room. Maybe, Dirk, what's in there?
All right.
Dirk?
So, guys, please just tell me that you're gonna do the thing so that I see you moving it. But
Sorry,
yeah,
I was muted.
that's all good.
Dirk, anything in there?
Is there anything in here?
This room is also empty. It's much smaller. It looks like a normal sized room. You have no idea what it might have been used for. There is a door that is closed.
Mm-hmm.
It has less dust in it.
Okay, I go to the door.
I'm gonna follow him in if he's going by himself.
I'm gonna take a quick look at it, see if I feel like it's booby trapped. And I look at Zerwin. I go, "Does this look booby trapped to you?"
I roll an investigation.
Are
I
you gonna
assume?
do that?
To look for a trap.
Why aren't we having the rogue do this?
Because the rogue isn't with us. You guys are just
She's in the next
lollygagging.
room.
Because I'm a barbarian.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I
What
guess
do you
we're all
want?
going that way. Does everyone want to go that way?
No.
I thought we were all checking different doors. Everybody was saying I'm checking different doors.
I don't know if everyone was saying that.
It's just, it's nice for the rogue to do the things that the rogue's good at,
You have the road check every door.
Ezra's going to go up to the door in the top left and just kind of glance through it.
I'm gonna follow Ezra just to, in case he finds
Split the
something.
party.
Yep.
Splitting
See?
the party.
Checking different doors now.
What door do you want me
I'll
to check?
go over here.
The one
Uh,
where Dirk is.
Okay.
Ezra, you see exactly what you would see there, a hallway that ends and looks like it takes a left.
What do you think, Gelidus? Should we follow everyone else?
Yeah, we probably should stick together.
All right, we'll follow everybody else.
So should I roll investigation for traps? Is that what's happening? Sorry.
You might as well.
All right. $14.
You're not sure. You don't see any.
Guys, I can't tell. Do you all want to back up? Like a long way?
Do you want me to just open it?
Is it locked?
Didn't try it.
No.
Can someone see if it's locked?
Sure.
Well, look, I'm happy to try the door. Do you guys not want to be near the door just in case? I'll just open it, and if I die,
Yeah,
someone
just
wake
gonna
me
go hide in the corner.
This is my
Yeah,
favorite game.
up.
I'm going to stand next to my friends because they get a bonus.
Great. I open the door.
It opens. Swings
Great.
outward into the next hallway.
Look at that. That's
All right, we're going
I go
north
through
or
the door.
south.
all right. Here I am. I don't know. I'm taking a left.
I would like everyone to make me a perception check right now, please.
Mm-hmm.
11.
6.
12.
18.
21.
Owen, Gelidus. Actually, Owen and Gelidus, you both notice that this door, unlike the other door, made absolutely no noise when it opened, which is a little strange. And also, Gelidus with a 21, you think you hear, like, maybe you hear something behind you guys, like way
What do-
behind you guys.
I got a 26.
Dirk, yeah.
What do I think?
You notice both of those things, and also you think you hear like a voice, maybe?
Behind us,
us?
like
Yeah, in the big
from
room.
the room where we came.
Definitely not in this room. Probably not in the room where you came. Maybe down the hallway.
Wait, do I have any sense of what direction? If I am in this hallway,
It
do I have
came,
any sense of where this?
yeah, from the direction in which you came.
Okay. But turn to Zero and I go, "You hear that? That came from over there." And I go back the direction that we came.
Zerwin, you
Yeah.
definitely do not hear anything.
I didn't hear shit.
I'm like,
What
"Did
did
you
it
guys
sound
hear
like?
that?"
Dirk, what did you hear?
I heard
Sound like
a
somebody
voice.
saying something.
Sounded like a voices, and I'm like running back into the room now.
I love this so much. Okay.
What about that door south of us?
Nope, not there. Now that you're closer, it's definitely coming from way back. Like maybe the
Like-
entrance.
The original entrance?
Yeah, maybe.
Is it the person I was waiting for? Did she get buried alive?
Yurtha?
Yeah, Eartha's dead.
You know what? Now that you say it, it does kind of sound like Eartha.
Earth is dead. Let's move on. I'm a
Wait,
paladin.
Dead people
Is your-
yell?
I don't understand.
Are you guys gonna go back down there? Because
Sure,
right now
I'll
it's
go.
still super muffled.
Seriously maimed.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, in the very distantly, you hear Aertha. Hey, are you okay?
We're fine. Eartha, this tunnel collapse, it was designed to do this. We're trapped in here with something big and scary that should probably stay in here. We're gonna try to find it and kill it, okay?
Okay, I'll start moving the rubble.
No.
What?
No, leave it. Leave it.
How-
We need to keep the thing in here, trapped in here.
How are you gonna
I'm
get
gonna-
out?
We'll come back and we'll send you a message when we're ready to come out.
How?
With your message tube.
You left the message tube back in the thing where you were supposed to leave it to send her a message.
Oh.
I telepathically say through the rock, we'll talk to you in an hour. Come back to right here in an hour.
You can't connect with her telepathically through this rock.
Why not?
Because this rock is a magical barrier.
You're making that up.
That's really
Yeah.
been its entire point the entire fucking time.
The magical barrier? Like
Yes.
a barrier?
Okay.
Can you come back in 2 hours and we'll have dealt with it hopefully by then?
It's gonna take me more than that to clear this space out. Also, there's something really big happening out here.
What do you mean?
I don't know, there's like a giant or something.
Is it alive?
It's
I
moving.
knew it!
We think that might be Scorius' last name.
What?
We think that might be Scorius. Like the god of the stone giants, he carved this whole thing. He made this whole underground labyrinth.
That sounds bad.
No, we think he's a good guy. We think he probably doesn't like the nightmare. Just, speak softly. Don't make any sudden movements.
There's a giant god out here? Collapsing
Yeah, but-
tunnels?
Yeah, no, well, maybe. We think he's a good guy, though. Anyway, can I get back to work now?
Alright.
Thanks for all your help. You're wonderful.
Should we just let
Um,
her to start to clear the rocks because it's going to take her a couple hours?
And just tell her to bring people down here to make sure nothing escapes.
Ezra, where are you going alone?
You guys want to go down this passageway?
Yeah,
The door's
sure.
open.
Let's go.
Let's try to get a move on here. I'm getting bored. Ezra walks to the end of the hallway to the turn of the hallway. You guys want to come along?
Yep.
You see, and this is weird, but more hallway.
Whoa. Ezra turns and waits for Zerwin to walk first down the hallway. Zerwin, will you go first?
Sure. I pull my axe out, walk it down the hallway.
Okay, stop right there, everyone. You are getting warmer as you walk down this hallway.
Is this like a Marco Polo situation?
Guys, I think we're getting warmer.
You feel warmer.
Okay. I walk this way.
Is
That means that
Zerwin sweating more than normal?
Now,
The thing that
go
that
ahead.
means
Jim.
the thing that ran away from us is not down here, probably.
Now, Zerwin, good point, Geldis. Now, Zerwin, you can also see a light coming from in that room in front of you. It's a faint light, but it's a light.
Guys, there's something down here.
Go check it out.
Gelidus, why
I
wouldn't
run
it?
through the door.
Okay.
The butter is sizzling in my pockets, I assume, at this point.
Yeah, you're pan
Smells-
frying
It smells like
in your armor.
Um,
I listen for screams. I'm a
Zerwin.
paladin.
What?
Zerwin, there is a red dragon asleep in the corner of this room.
Mother of God.
How big is it?
How big? It's pretty big.
It can only be large.
It can only. What do you mean? It can only be large.
Actually, no, I think it can be gargantuan.
It can be gargantuan.
I misread the squares.
Like what area is it?
He
taking?
can't leave this room though.
Yeah, hold on.
It's like this big.
Oh my god.
Where is Dirk still back in the original room?
Yeah.
Are we actually just spread out right now?
Ezra slowly walks up behind Gelidus.
All I
There's
can
a-
envision is a fat dragon rolling down the hallway to crush us.
There is a very large red dragon in this room.
Hey,
It is at least an adult, and it's sleeping in the corner.
hey, this feels like a good time to back up, guys.
Zerwin, this way.
Oh, nice.
I have a fuckload of tokens if anyone wants them.
Guys, the dragon's name is Owen Barclay.
Thanks, Owen.
Please, let's go back. I'm sorry. I suggested this. I swear I've learned my lesson.
You
can
hear
still bring it. It's not. It can't come this way.
it is definitely too big to fit in this hallway.
Its breath weapon isn't though.
Listen, do you
Fair.
guys remember? Do you guys remember that we think that
That's right. I can't hear you.
hey, what was the name of that dragon that we killed again? Rhymeroth. Do you guys remember that it could turn into other animals?
It had polymorph, remember that?
Yeah, you guys remember that it had a secret escape hatch where it could like turn into a bat and fly out?
Mhm.
What if this red dragon can do that?
I'm sorry, what red dragon?
Oh, there's a red dragon down there. It's huge. It's at least as big as Rhymeroth.
Oh.
Much bigger
that-
than Rhymeroth.
It's at least
terrible
as
news.
big as Rhymeroth's dad. I can't remember his dad's name.
Well, what does it want?
Rustic Root, I think was the name of Rhymeroth's dad.
It was.
Oh my
sleep-
God.
It was sleeping.
Send me on my way? The red dragon?
I
Send me
just
on my
want
way?
to reach out my hand.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's. Hey,
His
Honestly,
name was
Oh,
Rorsis. His name was
I'm gonna
Rorsis.
tell you to run.
Okay. But Semi-Amaway does sound like a name that you would give a dragon, Bill.
Ezra walks over here. What do we see up this hallway?
Wait, there's a dragon over there.
Yeah, I hope Gelidus, Jana, and Owen come back.
What about, couldn't Rhymeroth polymorph and go places?
That's what I'm saying. The dragon's asleep though, and I think dragons are really deep sleepers. If the earthquake didn't wake it up.
You're trusting the Ambien of the dragon with our lives?
Maybe
What's an
it's like,
Ambien?
one of those old people that they sleep with the television on, but if you switch it off, they wake up. So this dragon is fine so long as it's earthquakes, but if it's the pitter patter of mortal feet, it wakes up immediately.
All right.
Never
So
understood
if we're
those
not going
people.
to fight it, let's go somewhere else.
Okay,
Yeah, what's up with this other hallway, Bill?
hold on. Once you pass through that doorway,
What doorway?
Which one? Upper or lower? Upper.
When I walk back into the main room.
when both of you, Ezra and Zerwin, when you pass through, when you look at the doorway from this side, you see that this doorway was taken off from the inside.
The door was taken off from the inside.
Mhm.
Wait. What's the inside from the big room or the hallway?
No. So whatever took this door completely off, did it from the inside, not the outside.
But which
asking
side is the inside?
What is inside versus outside? We're inside.
In the hall is inside.
Further into the dungeon, excuse me. Yeah, from inside the door, because all the doors. Yeah, hold on.
We're looking for
Got it.
someone equipped with a Phillips head screwdriver.
The dragon took his own door off.
That's essentially what you can infer. Yes.
Is that a euphemism?
Oh, that's
I think you're alone on that one, Duncan.
If someone,
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah,
a red
taking your own dragon door off.
a red, a
Take
red-
my own door
Alright.
off on a Tuesday. What?
Can we all let's circle up in the big room. Let's circle
You
up
mean
right
the
in the
room
middle of the
that's
big room.
good for a dragon to fight us in?
Well, it has
Yeah.
to wake up and find us first. We need to let's come up with a plan, guys.
Step 1, be in the big room where the dragon likes to fight us.
Yeah,
I like how
we've achieved step 1.
And let's circle up so the breath weapon hits all of us at the same time.
an hour and now we hit
Look,
stuff.
I'm just letting everybody know that I am circling up from right here.
Step 2, wear
Right.
the brown pants.
That's where I'm circling up.
So the door to the north, does it have a door? I
No,
noticed those
it's
3
a
dots there.
yeah, it's a bead curtain.
Oh yeah.
Don't go through it.
Wow.
That dragon's gonna hear us.
They're like impenetrable beads. Are they magic beads?
No,
That's-
it's literally a bead curtain with like a tropical scene on it,
The mermaid
Honestly,
beads.
or like a toucan.
Why did anybody choose
Because
any of the other
Zerwin's
doors?
looking for a massage parlor, okay?
Someone's looking for a happy ending. Okay, that means the door is broken. Okay, the other ones, the doors are missing or gone or taken off. That door has been shredded.
Can I do like a? Would it be like animal handling to figure out what may have done it? Or
No, animal handling.
well,
It
you
would-
said shredded. I'm like
it would be like
shredded
knowledge
paws,
nature.
or
If it
Oh,
was
like-
an animal.
what check?
Just investigation. Just investigation. You're gonna have to get close to it though.
Can Zerwin tell what spores are left behind?
So I get close to it, and I rolled a 16.
This was done with some sort of like wave of force, probably. It's like the wood was splintered out
into wherever it goes.
into the hallway. Yeah, like a force from a blast.
And I can see a hallway down there.
You
Like
can
the
through
floor?
the door. You can see that there is a hallway. Yeah.
That's all I can see, I assume.
Actually, hold on.
Ooh, fancy.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Hey, Dirk, you really seem like you want to go the way that you were headed.
I don't necessarily want to go there. It's just I didn't like the way that you guys were circling up all in one place.
Okay,
Where do you guys want to go?
should we check the one place that has a closed door over here on the left side? That's the only door we haven't even like looked through yet.
Yeah, sure.
I'll check it
Oh,
for
Dirk sprints across and opens the door.
Well, we also like kind of gave up on that other one because we heard Yurtha.
Jana, do you want
Well,
to check
yeah,
this one
you
for
can go
traps?
back. I just-
Go ahead, roll it, Jana.
I was just about to say I run through the door.
8.
No idea.
Ezra backs up.
I just walk up and kick the door.
Nothing happens. It's way stronger than any kick that you have. You have to
I
like.
tried to open it normally.
Yeah,
like
no,
a
it's not locked, so it just swings open.
I loosen it for you.
psychopath.
With the power of butter.
This was clearly some sort of pantry. There are stone shelves all over the walls, stone larders, but there's no wood in here at all.
And no wine.
There are glass bottles, but they are all empty. You can examine them if you'd like, but you can see from here they're all empty.
That's fine.
I pick one up and smell it.
I want to go
Zerwin?
back the way that I came.
All right, hold on one second.
Okay.
Zerwin, I would like you. Gosh, Zerwin, I don't think you're going to be smart enough to do this. Can you make me a wisdom check?
Just a straight up wisdom.
Just a straight up.
Actually, wisdom is a barbarian thing.
I have a -1 in wisdom.
Never mind, it's not his thing.
Oh, great.
How the-
nat 1. I'm all
So
nat 1s
zero?
and nat 20s today.
Jeez.
Can you
Critical
fart in
failure.
your own mouth?
What would that have to do with wisdom?
I don't know, man. You're the butter guy.
I guess that's unwise.
Maybe a combination of butter, yoga, you fart in your own mouth. Who knows?
My God. Okay. I have no idea what to do with that 0. You rolled an actual. You were the one of the first people I've ever met to roll an actual 0 on a wisdom
rolled
check.
What's
Okay,
the
you
He
have.
looks at bottles and his nose begins to bleed.
It's just a critical failure.
You have a strong urge to A, keep this bottle, and B, blow across the top at really inappropriate times to make that noise that bottles make when you blow across the top of them.
Oh, like Homer Simpson with that big bottle.
Mhm. Yes, exactly.
You hear that?
Is it just bottles? There's like, does it look like you said it was pantry like? So does there look like was evidence that there was food kept in here?
This thing's badass, guys. You hear it?
So everyone put that thing away.
Okay.
He's gonna multi-class as Bard now.
We should have a bard.
Okay. So, Ezra, you don't see any
Alright.
evidence of food in here. Yeah, all you see is the bottles.
And they're just on shelves lining all the walls.
All the walls are shelved. Not all the walls have bottles on them. Only one of the walls does.
Oh.
And all the bottles look empty.
Look empty.
I mean,
But
you can
they're
always
like,
pick
are
one
they
up.
corked?
Excellent question. Not a single one of them have corks. In fact, there are no corks anywhere in this room.
Is it hot in this room too?
It is not hot in this room.
Okay. Yeah, hey guys, all these bottles are empty. There's no cork. There's not a cork in sight. That seems a little strange, doesn't it?
Thank God.
Is it strange?
I mean, what? This is just an empty bottle room? Doesn't that seem weird?
An empty bottle room?
Yeah,
It's
all
just
the
the
bottles in here.
recycling room.
It's
All the
just a
bottles are empty.
room.
It's just a bunch of empty bottles on shelves. Doesn't that seem strange?
Go in and investigate it, Ezra.
Are you high?
You can
Ezra
investigate
goes
it.
in to investigate.
There you go.
You can also make me an investigation roll.
I'll tell you what. I will spend a sorcery point to re-roll my 12. Four.
It is weird, but not that weird.
Can somebody give me the help action? Good God.
I'll help you.
No.
Can I also investigate?
You could do either.
What?
Would you like to investigate or help?
Yeah, no, you should do it yourself. Good. Please, just do it yourself.
I'll
Busy
investigate.
shredding this bottle over here.
I rolled a 9.
Wow. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 different rolls, and no one has rolled above a fucking 10. Janet, you're like, nah, it's not that weird. These are bottles, all
Are there
right.
any rugs on the ground?
No. No.
It's just a plain stone floor.
Yeah.
Which of the walls has the bottles on them? Or which wall has the bottles on it?
That one.
The stream isn't refreshing. Let me look
The
at it.
one straight across from the door.
Okay. Ezra goes and takes a look at the north wall.
Shelves, empty
Oh.
shelves.
Empty shelves. Any dust anywhere? Or is there dust in this room?
There is
What
dust
is
in this room.
happening?
I'm just
What
listen,
are you
man.
guys doing in there?
This is
I'm
Dirk's-
role playing a horrible failure.
This is Dirk's first dungeon crawl where people have failed miserably. There That's probably what they would do. It's correct. It's perfectly okay
You're
for you to
just-
react like that. No,
No,
for
it
sure.
You're
seems
just
really.
looking at empty bottles?
No, I'm looking
There's
at
a
empty
red
shelves.
dragon down a hallway?
Tell me about the dust in this room.
My God!
It's a little less dusty than the big room, but
Okay.
more dusty than the other rooms.
I'm leaving, just so you know, just so we can see.
Dirk, Dirk, you want to go that way? There is the one other. There's actually a
you
door to the
guys-
south too. You want to leave that one?
You do whatever you want. I need space. I'm going this hallway.
Ezra finds that he's caught on Dirk's coattails. You guys
Taking
want
a
to follow
right.
us? Oh my God, I'm following Dirk.
Yep,
Anyone
I
else want
go.
to come?
Yeah.
I'm taking a left.
I'm following, but I'm pretty distracted.
I look both directions and I'm like, that door's broken. I wonder what's around here. And I go to this door.
It's a closed.
I open it.
Okay. There's nothing in this room either. It's empty.
Are there any bottles?
No.
It's like
Any
completely
shelves?
empty.
Any other improvisational musical instruments?
Really fair question, but
like
no.
a stretched out goat scrotum or something that he can beat upon gently.
By the way, I'm in there and I am very impressed with the acoustics in this small empty room.
This room's totally empty.
You took that bottle away.
Anyways, so I'm down here now.
But this room is totally empty. Just it's got a Zerwin playing his
I'm
his
beginning to
bottle?
think that my party mates are losing their mind
I'm right next to you, bro.
with all of their.
I
They're
begrudgingly
starting
follow.
some sort of a cappella group in the basement. I'm concerned for them. I get to the broken door.
Listen,
That's
we're
fine.
gonna be the spicy sellers or something.
That was
Yeah, no.
that was 10 minutes of fucking gold, and I don't care what anybody says. That was
What?
worth the price of admission right fucking there. Okay, hold on.
What's in this
You
room?
can't get through that door. Back up. Out of that room. That door is broken, but it is not broken enough that you can just slip through.
I give it
Oh, well,
therapy, so
can
it's
we
not
see through
broken
it?
anymore.
You
When you say
can
broken, can we see through?
you can see through it. This was also you can whoever's in front looks like Dirk. You can try to open it, Dirk, if you'd like. But you can't just like walk right through. So I assume you try to open it because you've done with all the other doors. The problem is
Yeah.
this one's not locked, but it looks like the when it was smashed, the actual mechanism of the latch was busted, and now it's just stuck. So maybe if you give it a good like kicking, it'll open.
Zerwin, kick that.
I run up and kick it.
Make me a strength check.
Let's see. That's going to be a 10.
It's just enough. The latch pops off, and the door swings into the room.
Thank you.
Do you guys think that the shadow would have been able to fit through that though?
This room has in it a bunch of stuff on the floor that you can't tell exactly what it is until you get close to it. It looks like it's broken pottery.
Oh, I was worried it was going to be red dragon eggs.
Do we see any sort of decoration
It's
on the pottery? I'm
Broken
gonna investigate it.
Fabergé red dragon eggs.
There are markings on the pottery, yes.
Anything we recognize?
I mean, you could spend some time putting some pieces together to see if you recognize anything, but I'll tell you what.
Yeah, let's wait for Zerwin to beautiful mind this shit.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what. Everybody who wants to look at the poetry can make me
Poetry.
the pottery. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Poetry, the beautiful
Yeah,
poetry.
my ears perked up.
Yes, Ezra, read us some poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who wants to take a second and examine the pottery can make an intelligence roll.
Raw intelligence roll.
Raw
Looking
intelligence.
forward to it.
12.
16.
Everyone who rolls above a 15 on this, even though they're broken up, is the same language that you have the cipher for. That was on that book that you played Wordle
Hey guys,
gateway.
this is that
There's the book one.
bastardized version of Sylvan that like is like a fiendish Sylvan.
A corrupted Sylvan.
Yeah, some sort of corrupted Sylvan.
I don't
That's
speak
an
that.
original idea by the way. What?
I don't speak that.
But we can probably leave this since we're in hot pursuit.
I go to this broken door.
That one just opens easily. This room is empty, but you definitely hear something coming from the next room.
I go to that door.
Yes,
I
the
knock.
thing is.
I knock.
God, Derwin! God damn it!
It's,
What? There's something in there.
Yeah, it's definitely snoring, is what you hear.
Oh no.
Here's-
There's the red
Try
dragon
something
eggs.
easy. It's a troll.
They hatched several hundred years ago.
All right. I very slowly open the door and I say to Zerwin, shut the fuck up.
Owen, do you have a marker for giant?
1 second. What kind of giant? Hill giant, glade giant, giant king, giant fire, stone giant, death giant,
A fleshy giant of some sort.
a fleshy giant.
Flesh giant.
so not
It is the thing.
It's not stone. It's not elemental. So like hill would probably do.
You want it to be fleshy?
Yeah, show me your fleshy giant.
It's.
I'd like to stop using that word. If you could.
It's just. I'm going to describe it in a second. So.
How's that?
Oh boy, yeah, no, that's good.
That's a giant dryad, but you know, you get the point.
That's actually pretty close. So, this is some sort of abomination giant. It's made of like flesh crafted, like, you know, somebody could mold flesh into a thing, and it's all like hodgepodge, like Frankenstein's monster, but without the stitches.
Is it avaged?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Glad I'm over
It's
here.
asleep.
It's asleep, yeah.
I turn to Ezra. I'm like, can you burn that alive?
Did you see what happened the last time I tried to cast a spell? Like, you
Bill,
listen.
you should resize it because I think that's too big.
No
I
one.
turn as
No
Ezra
one is more
talking,
confident.
I turn to Galatus and I go, "Can you burn that alive?"
I mean, shouldn't we fight the stuff that's awake first, and then we'll come back and deal with the stuff that's asleep?
Why would we fight the stuff that's awake first when we could burn the sleeping things alive?
I think that it's probably
Do
a
we
lot
wait for
tougher.
them to wake up?
No, but I mean, listen. I know that you may remember this from your own dealings with your space chickens and your star sheep and all those things. You know, sometimes things are
Too soon,
tougher.
Ezra.
Why are you bringing animal husbandry into this?
Owen,
I
make
mean-
a perception check. Go, keep talking, you guys.
Sometimes things are really tough, like they have really thick hides that are resistant to like punishment, whether it's
Right.
magical punishment or weapon punishment.
Yeah, and regardless, they're easier to kill if you attack them when they're asleep.
Yeah, we
Something
don't-
appears next to you, Owen.
What is it?
It's a thing. Hold on, I'm gonna show you a picture.
Looks like a
Great.
tentacle.
I murder myself.
We don't even know that thing would want to hurt us if we woke it up.
That thing.
Yeah, we've met giants that are nice.
That
A
Well-
tentacle appears beside me.
No, you can't see that thing, can you?
Well, I see an elemental.
Hold on, I'm trying to share a picture. Oh, god damn it, why? Okay, so what appears next to you is the shadow thing that you just fought, only it looks different now. It looks like it is more well formed, more definite, more defined, more corporeal, and it says, "You don't want to burn that thing."
The thing I just fought showed up next to me.
It's not exactly the same thing. It just looks a lot like it.
I hold my sword to its neck.
You pull your sword and it takes a step back. Relax. I'm not.
No.
You don't want to fight that thing.
Can we
Yeah,
hear
but
this?
I might want to fight you. I don't know.
You might.
Can we hear this?
What the fuck
Yes.
are you?
I go running back.
God damn it! Why won't it work?
Why, Bill? What is it?
Sorry, I'm being distracted. Okay, I'll focus here.
What is it? What type of thing is it? I can find if I have a token.
This is a thing that I made up specifically for this thing.
What
So
is
it's
it
like it's like a shadow being. Yeah.
Okay. Is it humanoid?
It is humanoid. Yep.
Okay. How's that?
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, it doesn't have a face. Its face is just dark. But yeah.
How's that?
That's much better.
Okay.
So what do you know about that giant in there?
It's look, that's not super important right now. What is super important is that you accidentally released a kin of mine. And
So that wasn't you. That was a different shadow creature.
Sorry, you guys all look alike.
Is Jana's amulet glowing?
It is not.
Oh. Hey, guys, this one might be a little different than the one that we
Thracios is his name.
And what's your name?
Send me on my way.
Ilads. My name is Ilads. I am. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You finish him talking.
I am sort of like the other side of the coin to Thracios.
And
He
can you
seemed
give
like
me
a
your
big
name
kid.
one more time?
Lads.
IL''ADS.
I would like to insight check this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
10.
Thracios and myself were created at the same time. Essentially, we were supposed to have the same function, but Thracios delights in suffering, is the best way I can describe it.
His own suffering?
Sometimes, but most of the time, others' suffering. Everything down here that's asleep will stay asleep unless you purposefully wake it up. Everything down here that's locked and in a room is meant to be there. If the room is locked, don't open it. How did this door get broken? Did you guys break that?
No.
That's bad.
This one here, no. We did the one north of here was semi-broken. We did open it.
Please don't break any more doors.
This is a prison.
Yes.
Who built the prison?
Yandala and
Whoa.
Titania.
So they're working together to imprison all these things.
They worked together to keep their peoples safe, which included imprisoning things that were threatening them at the time, and also making a failsafe. How many things have you woken up so far?
Just
your brother.
kin.
Yeah, just your kin.
And it was awake, we think.
What was in the other room that you guys just went in?
A giant.
There was a giant in one. There was a dragon in another. Those are the only things we've seen so far. Well, your kin. We tried to stop your kin. We tried to,
He's very difficult to hurt.
No, I heard him pretty good.
Then
Yeah,
you are.
he's a paladin.
He is very difficult to hurt. Not impossible. Why are you all here?
Great question.
We're a pack of goddamn champions. That's why we're here.
Bill, can I roll an insight on him?
Absolutely. Anybody can roll insight on him. It's not magical. You can just take your
21.
emotional take. He believes everything he is saying right now.
We're here to find the altar used by Titania and Yandala to keep the nightmare at bay, to separate the planes and keep the nightmare away from these planes.
Okay, come with me. I will take you there.
As returns to the group, I think we can trust the lads.
But wait,
Really?
if we do this, isn't it going to kill all of the survivors?
Well, we don't have the things to do it right now anyway.
Wait, you came down here without the keys?
We have one of them.
Do you know that you need to?
Yes.
Yes.
And the
Somebody's
other
supposed
one,
to meet us here.
yeah. We came to scout the location. We're trying to find the safe house.
He looks
Also.
frustrated. Okay. I can show you where it is, but I can't get you out of here now. Although there's some woman meddling with the stones. Maybe she can
Yeah,
get you out.
She's a friend.
working on. She's our friend. She's working on getting us out from the other side.
Well, it's a
we
race
should-
now because you've woken up the avatar of Scorius, which is going to slowly destroy everything in here bit by bit. So you have enough time to, however long it takes for Scorius's avatar to start killing things, it's going to crush all the tunnels. It's going to collapse everything very slowly over the next week or so.
We have a week?
Could
Roughly.
the avatar of Scorius be reasoned with?
It doesn't have reason. It's not a reasonable thing. It's a golem. It has one job.
All right. Yeah. Can you show us the safe house and the altar?
You don't even know where the safe house is?
That I thought you said you would show. Yeah, we were scouting for the safe house and the altar.
Okay.
Hey, we've only got like a week, so
Yeah,
we
this
could-
building didn't exactly come with instructions.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
the problem, that's what Ilad said, is that over the course of a week, but it sounds like some really bad things are going to happen over the course of that week. So maybe today, only some of the tunnels will be collapsed, which will result in the deaths of 100, 200 people, and us not having access to this place, and so on. So, yeah, we should probably try to move fast. Man, I could use a short rest.
So you're going to follow him right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, go back up to the tunnel in the center.
the tunnel in the center.
Where I'm unveiling things. Up from there, north from there. Yep.
I like this token. It's like it's got like a Silver Surfer vibe.
Okay. I couldn't find a permanent token for this, but right in this middle of the room is the altar.
Wow, there it is.
Actually, this will do great. Because it is shaped like a tree.
We're gonna hang some ornaments on it.
You see a space where the two keys go. Ilad says, "This is the altar. You should reset it as soon as you can. I need to go find my kin now. Can you manage without killing yourselves?"
Could you
where's
tell
the
us where the
safe
safe house is?
Right. So there are two ways out of here. One goes to Alias, one goes to Magnus, correct? You know this?
Yeah.
Okay. Magnus has the safe house. It is the outbuilding outside of Magnus.
This one?
It's within the walls of Magnus.
Oh, sorry. I'm not in the right spot. It's the Adventurers Guild.
What?
Is it this
Is
thing,
that
or
which one is Alias and which one is Magnus?
He's looking at Magnus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the other.
There's only
What
one
was it?
outbuilding near Magnus.
The adventure.
There's two. There's the Adventurers Guild, and then there's this.
Well, it's been a long time since I was here. It's the original one.
Is it square or is it circular?
I don't recall.
BRB, guys.
Okay. Do you want us to help you deal with your kin?
Definitely not. I appreciate the offer. I actually don't. How do I put this delicately? If he dies, I die. I want to re-imprison him, not kill him. I still have work
Okay.
left to do.
What's that? What's your work?
I'm not telling you that.
Thanks. It's an easy out.
Do you
Narratively
need our help?
speaking.
Do you need our help re-imprisoning him?
I don't think so. I can
When we-
usually reason with him, and if I
When
can't, then I'll do it by force.
And when we reset this, if he is not already imprisoned, is it going to destroy him and you?
No. Well, depends on how close we are. Yes. If he's not re-imprisoned and he's within the radius, then yes, we will both be destroyed. I'll find him before then. I will find him in the next couple of hours.
Okay. So I guess we gotta go move some rubble.
All right, let's go back.
You know, that could have been a lot worse. I really gave you guys an opportunity to step in it, and you only sort of stepped in it. Only a little bit. No, it's pretty bad.
I'm running back.
Wait, what's going on?
Whoop. We're all going
We
back
need-
to the entrance.
We need to go. We need to get out of here, get the keys, and get everybody into the outbuilding at Castle Magnus, which we will need to ask Veneth which building is the original. And probably just look for some wavy lines.
We also need to get everyone from Castle Alias
Oh,
to
shit.
Castle Magnus.
I forgot something. Everyone can make a perception check.
This is while we're at the tree.
Yes, while you're at the tree. I apologize, everyone. I got caught up in the other stuff.
Natural 20, 26 total.
Really?
28.
Oh, yeah, Jana got a 28, which I don't think is a natural 20, but
Critical
still better than my
failure.
total roll.
You got
What was this?
another one?
This dice has
that?
got to be fucked up. The weighting on this thing can't be right.
Okay, Jana, what did you
16.
actually roll?
18.
Okay. The nat 20 is actually going to take preference even though it's a lower total because it's a
Yeah.
critical success.
Totally.
Man, okay. Ezra and Jana only. You notice that there is a line of stone that is different than all the other stone. And it runs right where I'm going to show you.
Over there. Can we retcon us asking Elads about that?
Yes, because I made a mistake. Ilad says, I don't know. That's Scorius' territory.
Do you have any idea what's on the other side of those two doors?
Nothing.
Okay. Ezra goes and peeks through the bottom one if there's the ability to peek through it, depending on what kind of breakage there is.
He's like, it was a place to a long time ago. It was a place to store stuff, and it's empty now, I believe. And then he fucks off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's empty. He's correct. With a nat 20, Ezra, you also get, so Jana, you see the line is different. Ezra, you see it. Once they point it out, everybody sees it. But with a nat 20, Ezra, you also get that this stone has been moved. This line of stone has been moved.
Like the stone on the floor? Is that?
So Zerwin, unfortunately, you rolled a nat 1. So even when he points it out to you, you see it, but you're like, it's probably nothing. Which
He finds a second bottle to tape to the first one.
Yeah, which is really a bummer because you could really use Zerwin right about now. But this stone is not the same.
Like it do I get the sense maybe that it was replaced, or
That you
it's
don't
just
know.
different. Just different.
Different and
And
has been moved.
Different and has been moved.
You don't know if it was just jiggled or if it was moved out of place or what. But Zerwin's like, yeah, it's different. I don't care. And you can't pay attention to it.
And sorry for the to be pedantic about it, but it's a vertical line. Here, I'm gonna use the pointer.
It's a 360 line. It goes for the ceiling, the floor, and the walls.
But and looking at the map from top down, it's vertical. So it goes all the way like as one line, or does it just go through the two doorways?
It is one straight line of blocks, 360 degrees.
Yeah. Like if I was looking at the two doorways, I would see it through the ceiling, the walls, and the floor. But it is, okay. And it's just at those two doorways.
Also, the stone block in between the two doorways.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. If I go into the room,
don't say if. Tell me you're going to or not.
Okay. I peek without going over the line. I peek into the room again, and I see nothing.
Nothing.
I'll walk through.
Okay.
Do I see that change in the stonework inside the room anywhere, like along the walls, floor, ceiling?
Nope.
Okay. Scorius's domain. Okay. Then I'll go help remove rubble. Yeah, I think we gotta try to move the rubble as quick as we can.
What was in there?
It's empty. But if you look, there's the stone is different along the floor, along the walls. Well, yeah, along the walls and the ceiling in this line here. It was moved, but I don't really know what that means. I don't know if it would. Yeah, I something strange about
All
it.
right, see you later. As I walk by everybody else, like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Sorry, I thought we were all still up there. It's back.
Okay. Would you like to try to start moving stones from this side as well to speed up the process?
Yeah.
All right. We don't have to roll or role play that. The only thing I will say is that, again, these are extremely heavy rocks. And without Eartha's magic, you are moving them basically at the speed of, 4 or 5 of you grunting at one stone at a time and then pulling it back. It's long, slow work. After about an hour to an hour and a half. Oh, and this whole time, there have been a number of smaller earthquakes that have happened. After about between an hour and a half, you see Eartha. You pull one rock aside and you see her face. She's dusty and looks exhausted. Are you guys all okay?
We're fine. So let's fill you in on everything. There's an
Why don't we do a walk and talk?
Yeah, let's do a walk and talk. There's an altar inside this labyrinth that we have been in. We have a couple keys that we can use to repel the nightmare. The problem is, in theory, it would kill everything else
You have the
nearby as
keys?
well. We have one.
Where's the other one? Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, the night that we met, what was the entree that was on serve at the Bard's Cobbler?
Bill does not know this, but
Well,
whatever it is,
I'm asking Eartha. Yeah, Eartha knows.
Eartha knows.
I'm just making sure it's you. We've
Fair.
had, illusions, polymorphs. Just making sure.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Uh, so we know where the other key is. We have one of them. We're gonna get the other key. However, there is a safe house where if we get everybody into it, they will be safe from us using the altar to repel the nightmare.
Okay.
It's in. You're not gonna like this part. It's in Castle Magnus,
Okay. I don't give a shit.
and we need you to get everybody in Castle Aelis through the underground passageways as quickly as possible to the safe house in Castle Magnus. We're going to go figure out exactly which building it is at Castle Magnus. We know it's there. We just need to figure out which building.
Okay. You go do that. I'll go back to Alias and start rallying the people.
Yeah, and we obviously need to be really careful. We can't go through this labyrinth with the people because there's a lot of really scary things that are asleep in there, like a dragon, a giant. Also,
No one should
there's
come down here.
not into the labyrinth that we were just in. You all need to use the underground passageways to get the people to Magnus.
I've been hearing some really fucked up scary shit happening behind me.
Yeah, there's an avatar of Scorius, last name,
Stonebones.
Stonebones, that's gonna start like wrecking shop over the course of the next few days. So we got to move fast.
Okay. What the fuck does... You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go get the people, right?
Just watch out for 100-foot tall stone golem.
I'm gonna go.
You're very capable. You can handle it.
No, I work with children. I cannot
Well-
handle it.
Only the most capable
Just-
work with children.
Just get everyone to Castle Magnus.
And just know that the golem can't be reasoned with. It's just a destructive force, so you need to avoid it. Run.
All right, let's move this last rock here so you guys can actually get out.
Thanks.
You move another rock, or she moves the other rock with her power, and now there's a space that's like 5 feet by 3 feet. So the bigger amongst you, Dirk and Owen, you have to sort of like squeeze through a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's like a small doorway. Yes, okay, you are all out. And you're gonna go back to Magnus?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you remember the 2 tunnels that you went down? One of them led you to Ox Place, and where you rescued those people. And the other one led to the place where the gnome child was hiding, and you found the diary. Those 2 tunnels are now collapsed at their entranceway points, or just past them. You notice that as you get out. You make your way back to Castle or Fort Magnus. You come out of the well behind the Adventurers Guild. It is chaos. There are screams. People are running around. It looks like a part of the roof of the Adventurers Guild has collapsed from the earthquake, and a big chunk of stone has fallen down, and there are people on the walls. It looks like there are archers in the walls, maybe firing off the walls. You're not sure exactly. It's chaos. You've surfaced to thousands of people panicking.
Let's check the other building first, since the Adventurers Guild has that collapsing roof problem.
Back to their building for what?
To see if that's the safe house, or do you want to just try to find Vinith?
Hey, we gotta get Vinith.
Okay, let's go to Vinith then. He's probably still in the library or in the castle.
Is when we come out, do we see anyone we recognize in our immediate vicinity? Barn or
No, so there's no one by the well except for a guard who's making sure no one goes down into the well.
all right. Can we ask him where Vinith is?
I would check the walls. He's been up there for the past hour or two. He points up. You can't you can sort of see the people up there, but you can't see who it is.
So we need to go to one of these towers, I assume.
Any one of the towers will get you up, yes.
Let's run over to the closest one.
Okay. Up the towers you go. You do see Vinith Gata, along with a lot of other people. What you also see is a giant arm. One of the blocks has collapsed completely. All the buildings on it, the ground, everything has collapsed. There is an arm moving at roughly this speed.
Yeah.
And it's like slowly pushing up through those buildings.
All right.
The nightmare, by the way, is all parts of the nightmare are like attacking this arm, and they're having zero effect on it. They're literally hitting a stone.
All right. Hey, Vinith around? Anyone?
You do
Anyone
see
seen
Vinith. Vinith is trying to shoot the nightmare things. It looks like he thinks the giant arm is going to help in some way.
Hey, Vinith, you guys are gonna want to stop doing that. The giant is not here to help. We need to. Which of the original outbuildings outside of the castle, or which of these two buildings was here first? Do you have any idea? The Adventurers Guild or the other building?
The barracks was repurposed to the guardhouse. It was here long before the Adventurers Guild.
All right,
The
so
Adventurers Guild's only 200 or 300 years old.
that building is the safe house. We need to get everybody in there now. That thing, Ezra points to the giant hand. That's the avatar of Scorius Stonebones. It's going to destroy everything, including us. The faster we can move and the faster we can get to the altar, the better. But we need to get everyone into the safe house, which is the barracks.
Ugh. All right.
We did find the altar.
Also, Earth is coming with everyone from Castle Alias or Fort Alias, because it's going to destroy pretty much the entire city.
I'll take the people. Eartha can fuck off.
Great. All right, let's move.
I'm coming with you.
We know.
Well, I can't get the people in there if I'm coming with you.
So who can handle that? Where's Barm?
No,
and Ock?
Alvinius.
Okay.
All right, where's Alvinius?
Alvinius and Glocta and Ock are the people that he puts in charge of ushering everyone inside.
And we tell them
the
you need
first
to
thing that actually happens is there's not enough room in the barracks. So the first thing that happens is they start breaking up the furniture and throwing it out the windows.
Yeah. We need to make sure that they're in the right places in the barracks.
Also, the barracks is only 2 stories. So fitting 1,000 people in there is going to be a tight squeeze. And
you also need to make sure is there a basement to the barracks?
There is no basement to the barracks.
Can we confirm that we see the wavy lines?
Would you like to go inside and try to pull up the floor?
Yeah.
Yep.
You break up the wood floor and you look underneath, and there are in fact the wavy lines on the paving stones. I'm sorry.
Can we?
There is a small basement and one part of the barracks. It looks like it was added afterwards.
So there's no stone, there's no wavy lines on those stones.
Correct.
And there's nothing outside the barracks on like the backside. The barracks has not shrunk since it was originally built.
Correct. Okay. So there are roughly 1,000 people, and then whoever you get from Alias.
gonna be tight.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be standing room only, friends. Luckily, it looks like it's structurally sound, so that's good.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is gonna be. We're gonna time this just right, I think, to end to the night. Okay, you're gonna go back down in. Let's-
Yeah, once we feel confident that everyone's gonna get inside, we will gather with Vinith and start heading toward the altar. We do need to confirm that people from Alias, including a well-disguised Yurtha and I guess Lady Linda, are among them and gonna be safe as well.
Well, let's not forget that whoever activates the altar is not going to be in the safe house.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that's what the deal with that ring of stone was. Maybe there's like a little mini safe house down there. Anyway, we're doing this while we're running.
Okay, so you're running back down there.
Yeah.
Okay. You get back down to the entrance of the labyrinth where you move those stones, and you see blood. A body was dragged through that hole into the labyrinth. A body that was bleeding.
Going into the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's follow the blood trail.
Bird dog him, Dirk.
I do that.
Where are we going?
I've got to get these pictures ready. Okay. The trail goes in and straight down the hall.
Into the big room?
Into the big room. I didn't think you were going to get this far tonight. You guys move pretty fast. I'm missing one picture here. The blood trail goes through the big room towards the altar room.
Cool.
Do you want to stop and see if the trap has been reset, or do you want to just follow the blood trail?
The trap on the door we found Ilias or whatever his name was.
So there was Iliad, right? Or
not him, the other
Ilad's, sorry, and then yeah, the other one.
Is that the trap you're talking about?
I will go check the trap. You guys go to the altar.
Do you want me to check the trap and you run for the altar?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, what guys? We can't do the altar yet. Like,
Vinith is with us.
I
we gotta
understand that.
figure out what the blood is.
We also have to make sure that everyone from Castle Alias gets back to Castle Magnus. We did not check that.
Yeah. Let's
So Vinith says, what are we doing? Was there supposed to be blood here?
There's not
No.
supposed to be blood. There was not blood earlier.
Let's investigate that.
Yeah, Jana, let's wait and let's do blood first.
Okay.
And Zerwin, you have the other key, right?
Sure do, unless
Sticky
Skeletons
Hands grabbed it.
Yeah, Skeletons has it in his pocket.
Okay.
Check my pockets.
Hold on, before you get to that room.
Sorry.
When you're still in the hallway or on the corner, yep, right about there.
This marching order is all out of whack.
You hear sounds coming from in front of you. Sounds like possibly screams.
Cool.
I pull
Let's
out my
all
axe
run
and run in
toward
there.
the screams.
Okay. The blood trail goes through the open doorway north, and you hear screams coming from in there. Okay, I need a sharp marching order here. Who's going through in what order, please?
Let's let Zerwin go first this time.
I will go right
Then-
after Zerwin.
Okay, then Galladus,
And I see him. Owen.
and then yeah, can it fit 2 abreast?
If you squeeze 5
Let's see.
Can I
feet.
ride Owen first?
Then I'll tell you what, we'll have Ezra go last, then Dirk and Jana,
Sure.
and then Ezra last.
Okay. You see a puppet thing that looks a lot like that,
Oh,
and it has a
Anything on Source's screen?
yeah, I can't see it in Discord, but I can see it on Twitch. It looks awful.
you can't see that?
It
No.
It's just loading for me on
Oh,
Twitch.
yeah,
Oh,
it
there it
just
is.
loaded. Yeah, that's gonna have nightmares about this.
It seems to have Eartha, and it seems to be eating Eartha. And it's like that. It looks exactly like that, only bloodier around the mouth, and then there are strings coming off of it. Hi.
Can we see where the strings go?
Well, hold
Are
on.
they-
Linda?
Sorry.
Zerwin, and Zerwin, you're the first through, and you can see this. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Critical failure.
Ah!
No. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use the Danger Awesome points to give you a reroll.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
Better than critical failure.
You're way better. You still don't resist. You are momentarily frozen. Actually, Owen, does your aura prevent fear from anyone around you?
No, I think it's just me. Let me look though.
Well, do I get a bonus?
Creatures can't be charmed. Oh wait, nope. Yep. Anyone 10 feet from me can't be frightened.
Okay. So, Zerwin, you feel a wave of fear wash over you that momentarily freezes you, but you also feel Owen's like comforting presence at your back, which
Were you
means
gonna say that I did have to spend those 10 Danger Awesome points there?
What do you mean? He had to re-roll it. He rolled a 1.
All right. But the fear wouldn't have affected him anyway, right? Because of Owen?
Yeah. I make them immune.
The fear doesn't affect him anyway. That wasn't what he rolled for.
Oh, okay.
There's another
Then-
spell effect that he did not resist.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so no one will be feared here. But Zerwin, anyway, that doesn't matter right now. That means that you can also continue moving forward, which means Galladus and Owen can get through the door, which I assume that you want to do to see the thing also. Okay.
Sure.
I would need Gelidus, Dirk, Jana, and Owen to all roll initiative. And not Zerwin or Ezra. And then make me a dexterity save. And I'm going to tell you what happens depending on your initiative roll.
22.
It's pretty good.
18.
17.
Very good. Everyone's going to beat it? Dirk?
You're muted.
9.
Oh, everyone but Dirk. Okay, there is a barrier that's going to spring up in that doorway. Gelidus, Owen, and Jana, you have a choice about which direction you want to be on when that barrier comes up. Dirk does not. He's going to be where he is. You can either
So
be
the-
in the room with the thing, or you can stay in the room
With
with the
Ezra.
altar. Yep, and Ezra.
And Vinith, maybe?
And Vinith, correct. Vinith
I
needs a
will go
thing.
in the room with the thing.
Okay.
I'll go in the room.
With the puppet thing.
Yeah, I like Eartha.
Owen?
Yeah, I'm in the room.
Okay. A magical barrier springs up, separating you. So Dirk, Ezra, and Vinith are in one room. Gelidus, Zerwin, Jana, and Owen are in the other.
And Eartha.
I'm just going to put markers here. Behind you, Ezra and Dirk, you hear a voice. Someone speaks up. Oh, you're here.
Yeah.
Sounds like Booker. Is that Booker?
No, it's Linda.
Linda.
I'm so glad to see you. Thank God. I thought, for a minute there, I thought you were going to come. Did you see that thing?
What, in there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gross.
yeah.
What is that?
Some sort of... Vinith, by the way, is backing away from Eartha.
Or from Linda?
Linda, sorry. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I can tell you it was not easy to summon. It took almost all of my resources to get it here. But I'm
Why did you
glad.
summon it?
Well, to kill your friends. And now I'm gonna kill you. And you can all go into
damn it.
combat. And in the next room, you all see that it is not eating Eartha's body. It is Eartha. And we will end right there as you are stabbed in the back by the two ladies who have helped you the entire time that you've been in this city. And they've led you directly into their trap. And it was beautiful in every way.
Ezra turns to Vinith and says, and locks eyes with him and says, "Listen, I'm going to owe you an apology after all this is done."
Very good, everyone. So, first of all, everyone gets a danger awesome point from me. You may have let loose the nasty thing last round, but you could have fucked things up way worse, and you didn't. And you got through all the shit tonight, despite the absolute amount of fuckery that happened. You did it, and it was good. And yeah, also for your reactions and your role play, very well done. Give each other some danger awesome points.
Zerwin gets mine because of comedy.
Dirk gets mine because of comedy.
I'm gonna give mine to Ezra because he spent some daps on me today. Essentially, probably saved my life there. Although we're about to die to an Eartha puppet, so
Yeah, it's no good. I'll give mine to Jana for checking the doors.
A good mind to Ezra for continuously moving us along,
Eh.
even into a dragon's lair.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mine to Ezra as well.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys didn't poke that dragon. I don't know how you would have gotten out of that one.
No, that would have been.
My shield is immune to dragon fire. That's how we got out.
That's true, actually. Owen remembers, and Owen has some good.
I would jump into its mouth and just hold my shield there.
I'm gonna give. I'm going to give this mini here to Foxy Proxy. No one in chat wants to win prizes tonight, but Foxy Proxy had the best comments tonight, so I'm gonna give that to Foxy Proxy. I'll put that aside over here. And Foxy, do you have a danger awesome point you want to give to the players? Who do you think was dangerous and awesome tonight? Dirk gets the danger awesome point from Foxy Proxy.
Hey, thanks, Foxy Proxy.
All right, so we will definitely not be meeting Sunday the 29th. I don't know if we should meet the 22nd either because Owen wouldn't be here, and I kind of want everyone to be there for this big. This is like a boss fight, right? So maybe the 5th, a 2-week holiday break. How does everyone feel about that?
Well, I won't be here on the 5th if my game schedule is normal. I don't know if it will be.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
here on the 12th then, because I'm on 15th and 29th, and then the 12th.
All right, so
But you guys can play. Just my character generally works the same way.
all right, well, let's touch base before then. We'll use the players only thing in Discord and try to keep in touch about it.
Okay.
And then we'll try to do scheduling from there. But I'm gonna end the stream.